Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're not doing that well, I hope your next move is your very best move. So, I went on ahead and pulled some tarot, some inspiration cards, and I am just going to relay the message, okay? Now, I don't know. I'm probably going to title this Don't Shoot the Messenger. God said what he said. but, there are some of you um, who excuse me. There are some of you who have manifested a new beginning. You've manifested a new beginning, and if it wasn't you, it was your partner. Okay. Um, whether it was you, whether it was them, um, it's here, and clearly God has signed off on it. He's okayed it. Um, and when you really sit back and think about it, it's like, well, 9.9 times out of 10, this was God's plan anyway. Um, Purpose couples, kingdom connections, kingdom marriages, whatever you want to call them. Um, twin flames, mirror souls. Um, it's a huge roller coaster ride. It really, really is because the lessons are so hard and long. The lessons are so hard and long. Um, but it's just like anything that is worth any value. It takes time, I mean, cheeses, wines, um, the process of making real leather shoes or, real whatever, anything that is of value 9 times out of 10 it's going to take time, and there are going to be mistakes, because a lot of times when you're using high quality ingredients, you don't get a second chance with those. If you, I mean, it's just like a glass maker. If you drop it, the end, you have to start over. You got to blow that glass again, in that hot, you know, workshop. You got to start all over. Um, and So this is what's going on, and what I do hope that whoever, whether you manifested this or not, I hope that you recognize it. Of course, it goes without saying this message is not for everyone. Use your intuition, okay? This message should just be confirmation. It should not be your starting point. Okay, if you feel like this message or any message that you hear, any videos, if that's your starting point, if that's the first time a message is run across your head, then 9 times out of 10 it's not for you. um, and I would venture to say 10 times out of 10, because from my experience, from what I've been told, um, God is always going to give it to you first. You may not interpret it correctly. Like you may, in the forefront of your mind, you may say, no, I haven't heard that before. But when you hear someone else say it, and it may click for you, like, wait a minute, oh, that's what he meant when this, or that's why I was shown this, or that's why I saw that, and that's why he told me to do this or go there or not do that. So there's always going to be a connection. If there is no connection, if anything that you ever hear is brand spanking new to you, it is likely not for you. So I digress. Moving on. So the the I feel like it's probably more so the feminine energies are in a state or have healed. They're either in a state of healing or have healed, um, in this area, this section. Okay, no one has totally arrived. If so, then you need to be ascending with your angels. So, but for purposes of this message, we're dealing with healed feminines who are awaiting um, their divine partner, and maybe they're not waiting anymore. 9 times out of 10, your divine partner has already reached out to you, or you've reached out to them, and you all are now in some level of communication. Um, of course, that may not be everyone's situation, but I feel like that's for the most part. If this is your message, you are in some form of um, beginning talks, beginning levels of communication with your divine partner. Um, and if you're not, or I mean, just for those that are in these early stages, that's keeping one eye open on them. You know what I'm saying? Your good eye. Um, right now, what you're doing is being of service. So I pulled a chakra card. I like these cards. They have nice little messages, and I'm gonna read it really quickly. So it's regarding the crown chakra, selflessness. I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. So I feel like this is what the majority of, I mean, pretty much if you are a true divine feminine, this is what you're doing right now. You're not focused on your masculine. You are um, just putting in the work, being of service, allowing God and Holy Spirit to use you to um, to help others, and you're recognizing that everything has a spiritual parallel. Everything that you physically do on this earth, there is a spiritual parallel, a spiritual catalyst, a spiritual, as we know, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And then for those of you who are, you know, coming back into reconciling with your um, divine masculine or new soulmate. But there's a heavy energy of reunion, honestly. It really is. And when you two come together, you two will motivate each other, motivate each other to continue to do the work. If you're with someone who does not motivate you to be of service, I'm not going to say they're not ready. I absolutely don't believe, I don't care who you are, what you believe in. Um, I believe that if you're with someone, I don't care if you're in a couple, I mean, even as an individual, but when you get with someone, if you get with someone and your service stops, their service stops, you're not motivating each other to be of service to the community, to the people around you, people you cross every day, then that union needs work. Okay, a lot of work. And the people individually need work. Because I don't ever want to be with someone who is just a distraction. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about, um, you know, a Titanic ending or whatever you want to call it. Not maybe that's a bad, but it's not like this, romance novel. I mean, of course there is romance, there is love. You love when you're with someone. You love each other. It's a beautiful thing. It really is, especially when you've gone through the fire to be with each other. It's an absolutely beautiful thing, and you should absolutely revel in that. Um, but there should also be service in as many ways as possible. That is the purpose of your union. Your union is to be of service to others. even if it's just the energy that you and that person create to raise the vibration of the people around you. There's a purpose. That is service. You know, the way you work on yourself helps you be better to each other so that when you come together, you know, you create kind of like this, you know, Care Bear Captain Planet type vibe where, you know, your energy and their energy is, you know, working together to fix some things. Okay? Um, and I'm hoping, well, and I really feel like for the truly healed divine feminines, you understand that just as you have gone through, so has your masculine. A new level of growth. Okay. Um, Self-explanatory. You have to understand that, you know, people do grow and change, and you have to. Um, I mean, well, of course, you don't have to do anything, but you know, there's nothing wrong with giving someone the opportunity to show you that they have grown and changed. Um, Now, I truly believe some people are, you know, well, I'm not going to say that. I mean, um, well, what I will say is there's nothing that God can't do. And if you believe that, then, you know, it would be a slap in his face to act like he can't fix your partner, fix your life, fix your situation. Um, Now, some things, of course, are absolutely irreparable. You know, they're just not, you know, it's just not worth it. It's, you know, and like I said, you have to follow your intuition for that. But I do believe that if you are fully tapped in, you use your intuition. You may have had a rocky road with your partner, um, but there's just a time happening. There's just something happening right now. There's something happening. You need each other. If you know you have this divine partner and you know you're being led to reach out, or they were led to reach out to you, and you know you prayed on it, you know, pray on it. Just talk to God, ask him, you know, maybe he's already nudged you in some kind of way to open up your heart to this person. Things are, you know, things have shifted. We're under a new spiritual regime. You know, gone are the days of, you know, walking like just like walking drones, Stepford wives. Like we've got to, we've awakened. We have, and we have to, you know, set go. You know, you're awake. It's time to do the work. Let's get it. So don't um, allow um, your inability, or no, not inability, because you're able to do it. Don't let your refusal to heal mess up what God truly wants for you. But as always, take it to Him in prayer. Go to your secret closet, seek Him diligently. You know, you may not even have to be all that diligent, because 9 times out of 10, He's thrown things at you. Accept it. You don't have to tell everyone your business. It is not theirs. That is between you, your partner, and God. There's always going to be naysayers. You're always going to have to, you know, whatever, deal with that. It is what it is. But I just pray your strength and peace for your union. And of course, above all, the greatest of these, that unconditional, that unconditional love that you two share. Bye bye.